welcome to the J.O.
Welcome to
Show.
the JO
Welcome
Show.
to the J.O.
Welcome to
Show.
the JO Show. Welcome, welcome,
Welcome to the J.O.
welcome to the JO
Welcome
Show.
to the J.O.
Welcome to the JO Show.
Thumbs up or thumbs down, handle yours. Cause the topics I discuss opens doors, like open pores. My mission have you wanting more, and this is for people all across the board. So if you're sick of the same old statistics, from talking heads with their old style of logistics, I suggest that you just let go and give a listen to the J.O. Show.
Welcome to the J.O.
Welcome to the JO Show.
Welcome to the J.O.
Welcome to the JO Show.
Welcome to the J.O.
Welcome to the JO Show. Welcome to the JO Show.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Yes, this is the Jail Show Unedited. You feel me? We talk music, we talk movies, we talk sports, we talk entertainment, and we damn sure talk all things Cleveland. EP, what up, big dog?
Hey man, I'm just happy to be here through all the struggles in the sports world. We got a little positive from the Guardians, but life-wise, I'm happy to be here, man. I wouldn't
That's
really
what's
know
up.
other way. You know what I mean?
That's what's up, man. Hey, yeah, some history made. Definitely some history made in Cleveland, and the Browns lose again. We're gonna get into all that though. What's going on, everybody? What's going on, man? It's your boy. It's your boy J.O. That's your boy EP. Listen, if you clicked on this, thank you. Thank you so much for all the love and support. You keep showing that love. I guarantee we're gonna give it right back to you guys. We are streaming on multiple platforms. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitch, and we're on Instagram. At Instagram, gotta hit that link that's in the bio. At the Jail Show, one word, unedited. On Facebook and YouTube, one word, the Jail Show, unedited. On Twitch, damn it, one word, the Jail Show, unedited, man. EP, what's up, man?
I am ready. Hey, Cassie P. I am ready to get into this day. Like I said, for all of y'all that's viewing, keep in mind it's free. We on all platforms. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. On Instagram, you got to hit the link in the bio. We're on Twitch at the JL Show Unedited. YouTube JL Show Unedited, as well as if you watch it live right now on Facebook, the JL Show Unedited, and it's absolutely free. And if
Absolutely.
the shoulders don't roll, JL, like this, you are a hater. You
You are a
just
hate
are.
here. You are
You
a
are.
hater. That's
Yeah.
just a fact, man.
Yeah.
Look, glad to be here. Had to take the Friday off here. I had a I had a good weekend.
Yeah.
I did. I went to the Tacos and Tequila Fest.
Okay.
Had myself a good time on Saturday, and saw some artists that I thought I wouldn't see, like Twista. That was real big for me to see Twista. Pete Pablo, I didn't even know he was gonna be on there, but he showed up, and
Mm-hmm.
it was just a good time, man. A lot of tacos, a lot of tequila, a lot of drunk people. But as far as I know, everything went well. Like,
Right.
nobody died, nobody got hurt. Everybody
Yeah.
had a good time. So yeah, I had a good time, and now we're here on the Jail Show on a Monday, man.
Yeah. I want to get into these mild moments.
Yeah, well, like me set myself up. So like we always like to do to start this show here, as we start in season 2, we do something we call a mild moment, where, as you can see, we have Black and Milds, and we just have a mild moment where we take a moment to just get whatever's on your chest and get it off, and do it mildly. Like we say, you don't have to smoke a mild. We just trying to get sponsored by Black and Mild, so you already know what the game is. But
Yeah.
listen, just take a mild moment to get whatever it is off your chest, and EP, man, I'm gonna hand it over to you first for the mild moment, man.
Well, JL, my weekend didn't turn out like I wanted it to. I was supposed to have a comedy show that was canceled.
Oh no.
And it was just through stupidity. Stupidity on my part for not having a contract. You know what I mean? For not having my money up front. But people, when you try to do business with people, make sure you protect yourself at all costs. This situation hurt me as a representation or a representative of a comic, and then for the people that I helped book for this show.
Yeah.
But please, people, do not burn the bridges of the people that show love for you. and the people that want to help you with your business. Mind you, this was all over ticket sales. I don't sell tickets for anybody's event. I'm letting you know that now. So I let these people know all the way in July. Now I hear the show come up 2 weeks later. EP, can you help sell some tickets? Hey, when I sell the ticket, I'm keeping the money. But then you kind of try to violate me at the last minute, talking about give me the money, this and that, like we about to swing and you ain't ready about that life. And if you say you is, hey, it is what it is. But now the show is canceled.
Oh man.
Yeah, so everybody lost. So my point to everybody is please protect yourself. And those on the other end, have love for the people that's showing love for you. Don't burn them bridges. I would never work with this guy ever again in my life, JL.
Yeah.
And I'm not even gonna put it. I mean, it's just a reputation of the fact that other comedians could have got booked, but was doing me a favor at a love price. You see what I'm saying? And now you violating. Now you want to be all tough guy. Now guess what? The show's canceled. I'm over it. Let's move on. Hurt my feelings on Friday, bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, big dog.
Yeah.
What up, dude? Yeah, like that. I'm sorry to hear that, man. And again, that's a great mild moment, man. Like bridges, man. You never know when you gotta cross that joint. You gotta cross that joint back, and you know, when you burn them, you can't go back. You feel me?
Yeah, and JL, what hurts me especially when you go all out and show love for somebody. That's the thing. Your business is struggling. The first show I didn't sell not one damn ticket. And you made money. I'm saying bands. Bands that made you dance. To the point that this one was so much bigger, you got people coming to the door. Oh, it ain't no show. Hundreds of people. And Cat Williams was in town. So everybody can afford Cat Williams. They was coming to your event. And you want to press me? Stop violating people. Not over no little change.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I want some chicken change, man. You know what I mean? You sold me out with some chicken change, man.
Get down over some chicken scratch.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. Well, I really appreciate you sharing that mom moment. And yeah, it's unfortunate, man. My mom moment, I guess it's just pretty simple and quick, man. When people tell you how they feel about you, listen.
Mm-hmm.
Just listen.
Mm-hmm.
When people tell you how they feel about you, just listen.
Yeah.
Because you can't change that. No matter what you say, no matter how much you put pressure on the fact that however somebody feels about you, you know what I mean, you trying to lobby yourself about how you ain't that a person, but you can't change that. You can't change how someone feels. You know what I mean?
Right.
You can alter it a little bit, but you can't change it.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom moment, dog, is when people tell you how they feel about you, just listen.
Yeah.
And do the best thing for yourself. So
thank you. Thank you,
that's my moment, dog.
Because you could tell me how people feel about me. They could say, oh, EP's an asshole. Oh, EP this. I'm still gonna receive it.
For sure.
And some of the times, majority of the times, I'm gonna check myself and be like, damn, probably I need to sit back and listen. Not just listen, JL. People out there, you know, our viewers, please subscribe. It's free. But effective listening. That's what I'm talking. Effective listening. Don't let it just go in one after other. Effective listening is great communication to me.
Yeah, because we ain't perfect. We ain't
Nobody
perfect.
is. Nobody.
I mean, nobody's perfect. And you know, sometimes people outside of yourself can see that in you. So yeah, that to be able to sit there and actually listen and digest it, but know that, you know, hear them out, and then you perceive however you want to perceive it, and then you do what's necessary after that. Like, you know, because at the end of the day, you can't change that. No matter what you do, no matter how hard you try, you're not going to be able to change how someone feels about you. So you just have to hear them out, and then take the necessary steps to either fix it or figure something else out. You feel me?
Yeah.
And
reevaluate.
Reevaluate things. You know what I mean? So yeah, my mom moment, of course, it's just listen, hear people out, man. Whether you want to hear it or not, hear them out. Yeah. So yeah, man, we like to do this to start the show all the time with a mild moment. Again, Me and EP does this, but also if you guys have my moments that you have, and you want to get off your chest, man, please feel free. I guarantee if it's a good one, we'll put it up and we'll talk. Because again, we're in the business of helping. We're in the business of love. We're in the business of sharing opportunities. So always a good take. I'm so glad that we got this going, and I want it to grow and I want it to be something big. So please show y'all love and participation in what we're doing here.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, EP, we got some champs in the house. We got some champs in the house. And I'm celebrating it solely because of how historic it was. It's never been done. You know, you gotta.
Can I stop you real quick?
Please.
Am I allowed to get back on the bandwagon? Because I counted them out. Can I get back on?
I thought we hopped on like 2 shows ago. Like we were back on.
I didn't know because I said they wouldn't do it. It's impossible.
I did too. At one point.
All right. I just want to make sure. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
When they were down 15 and a half games. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
they
sorry.
Were 15 and a half games back. Yes. Yeah. I said, well, let's see what we got for the next season. And they was like, they hold my beer. You know what I mean? Like we still got some shit to do. So God, I'm just so proud of this team. Team, like it takes a team. And even when there's teammates that probably don't agree with certain shit that you do, and probably don't have the certain agenda that you do, but when you are on a team, none of that shit matters. You're on a team. And to be able to do what they have done, it took an entire team effort. And dude, I'm wow, like absolutely wow, man.
J.O., I'm gonna tell you this. I fell asleep during the Buckeye game. But the first game, I'm like, oh shoot. Man, we let them come back. Here we go.
Yeah.
This and this and that. And then for that, I had his name, but for him to hit that ball.
Oh, Rokio. I call him Rokio.
Yeah, Rokio. That was yesterday, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
Rokio was yesterday, the leadoff home run, wasn't it?
Well, it was a 2-1 banger in the bottom of the 10th.
Okay. I want to go a day before from the bases was loaded. And he hit the that did it for me. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I never seen that before. Where you got the bases loaded and you gonna walk off hit somebody and lose the game.
A walk off hit by the pitch.
Like what kind of good the baseball guys blessing us for that. And then like you said yesterday, oh my God, man. That was a scary game. I thought we had it, then I thought we lost it. And then for him to do that and that home run, and then they tried to my boy Ramirez, he's so gangster, man. He just so gangster. You can't even interview him. What is it about this team? We a team, bro. We never give up on each other. Yeah. We a team. Anything else you want to say? We a team. I don't know what else to tell you. We never gave up.
And the help though from Boston. Appreciate y'all beating the Tigers because you know that pretty much whether we won or lost that game yesterday, it didn't even matter at that point. The division was ours, and it's just crazy. The division, like we won the division.
The division, the pennant, baby.
Like that is absolutely insane. Like again, it's history, people. It has not been done.
Let's just give it up for him. Let's just give it up. I mean, I don't know what to talk about. Like, it's nothing that we have ever seen. And this is a beautiful thing about life, ladies and gentlemen, as well as being a Clevelander. We have just seen something that's never happened before. Usually we're on the other side of the spectrum of it.
Yeah.
And we're on the good side of it. You got to glorify this team for what they're doing. I'm really not even excited about I don't even care about the Browns right now. I'm so back. Now y'all let me back on the Guardian side. Yeah. I'm back with them.
Yeah. Hey, look, I said that poster in the clubhouse must be butt naked. They snatched that last piece off that poster.
And that's what they got. And it's like everybody, and this is what I'm saying.
Dude.
You don't know at the market that we is at Smart Market Podcast what people are listening and watching. JR, we talked about this weeks before about the Major League. All they kept on saying is Major League, Major League, Major League, Major League. Referring back to this movie that we talked about. It's just something so special, man. That's all I'm saying.
And you know, I thought about you when you were saying like, well, is this it? Like, you know, so we win a division like we did last year. You know, we go to the playoffs and we get bounced out. Like, is this? And I don't know why, because when you got history on your side, I guess you just feel a little like I don't know this. I don't know. Like this team can. I think, and I know I complained about them not really having a bat and not being able to score, but I think this team can beat any team that's in the playoffs right now.
Well, what I thought about over the weekend is, like we said at the end of last season with the Cavs, could history repeat itself? We're in the same situation with the 2016 Cavs and the 2016 pennant race for the Tribe. I mean, the Guardians, excuse me. That yet, could this really be the moment that takes us past that point and we get a World Series here? We got a championship in 2016. Can we get a world championship with baseball? I can put the Browns to the side for that. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a diehard Browns fan. Y'all know that. The Browns are like my kids. You can't say shit about them. Only I can. But could this actually be that team? I don't know.
That's how I feel. I mean, so again, we got to see Detroit to start this 3-game series off. I don't like the 1 o'clock starts.
Yeah. On a weekday, on a Tuesday.
On a weekday, all 3 of them. Now I'm fortunate enough to be able to catch tomorrow's game because I have an interview tomorrow. So, but yeah, I don't know if I mean I don't know. I mean, we are division champions. I mean, I don't know if it's because of where we are, even though we came into the playoffs in 3rd. So like, I don't know. I got to do better with that. Like, people will want to see it. And like, people are gonna be calling off. People are gonna be not showing up. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, but again, that's tricky because it's hard to continue to beat the same team like they've done. You feel me? And I'm just hoping that the ship has got too many holes in it over there in Detroit because
me too.
We saw the ship sink. Like, we saw the ship go down. Like, now they still fought their way into the playoffs. So it's like the ship hasn't sunk yet, but I can see the momentum and the morale just not being on you guys' side. And I don't know. That's why I'm like, this team, man, like this Guardians team, man, like
it's something special, man.
It's something special, man. And I hope I'm not putting the what they say, putting the horse before the race or something like that.
Carrot in front of
I hate to do that because again, you got to play the game. But I mean, I'm a Guardians fan, so fuck it. That's what I'm gonna do. Like, until they're not in it, I believe they can do this, and I'm gonna be cheering as much as I possibly can when I can catch the games. And I'm excited for this. I'm just excited for this team, man. They did so much to get to this point. I mean, you got to think about all the stuff they went through, man. Getting rid of Shane Bieber and the gambling and Carlos not working and trading Naylor. I mean, like, they've been through a lot, man. And to get to this point, bravo.
I'm sorry, JL. What I thought about you on, we don't do that pause, that no Diddy, but JL, when Naylor put his pants leg down, we started winning. Who told him to stop wearing his jersey like that? And now he stopped, and we went on. What was it? 7 to 8 game.
We won 10 in a row. We won 10 at one point.
Yeah. So thank you, Naylor. Do not pull them pants up again like that. Just keep it just like it is.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. I mean, Josh, and again, for him to be a catcher, to come up big with the hitting because Austin Hedges wasn't going to give it to you. I love Hedges behind the plate. Love him.
Yeah.
But when he's catching the ball, I hate him with a bat in his hand. Oh, it's almost automatic, and it's almost like an automatic out, one way or the other. But
Hey, but my boy Noel, boy, hey, he do remind me of Jabo.
I'm trying to tell you, man. Yeah,
Hey,
what was
he
it,
do remind
Soriano?
me of Jabo.
What was it, Sorrento? What was the dude name on
Yeah, Sorrento.
yeah, was it
Yeah,
Sorrento or
Sorrento.
Soriano? One of them, but yeah,
Yeah,
that's who John
Jabo
Kinsey
said I need
Noel.
chicken.
Yeah, John Kinsey Noel. I'm excited for this team, bro. Again, if you get a chance to watch it, y'all, they come on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. All three games were at 1:08. This is the first pitch. Let's rally. I've been loving the energy in the stands. I've been loving the crowds. I've been loving the
Yeah,
energy. Yesterday's game was still there
yeah,
was a lot of open seats. I did notice that.
yeah. Me too.
But it's October ball now, so let's well, we got one game in September, but y'all know what it is. It's October
Yeah,
ball now, and listen, I'm root man. This team, man, this team, bro, this team. But Boston got New York. I think that's a good matchup. And then Seattle, they play the winner of our series
yeah,
between the Guardians and Detroit. And then Toronto plays the winner of the Boston New York series. And then in the NL, man, like Cincinnati was another team who kind of fought and clawed and did some shit to get to the next level. And they got the Dodgers.
yeah.
The Padres got the Cubs, and then the Phillies is waiting for the Cincy and Dodger matchup, and the Brewers are waiting for the San Diego and the Cubs matchup. So
Yeah.
October baseball is here. Again, all them teams I named, I think this Guardian team can put a good fight up against any one of these teams right now.
I agree.
So yeah, my last little spiel with the Guardians is look, I'm rooting for y'all. Let's go get it. Let's go get it.
Yep,
Well,
I'm with you. Now
I
y'all
hate
let me back on the bandwagon.
yeah,
I'm
for
with
sure.
y'all.
Yeah, let's go. We here with y'all, man. Now listen, I hate, and I ain't gonna say I hate this to do this to the Cleveland Browns because we're about to transition over to the Cleveland Browns. And look, man, Kevin Stefanski, as we like to call him here on the JO Show Unedited, Kevin
Kevin
Stefanski, fourth down Kev. If enough isn't enough, if you are a Browns fan and you haven't seen enough as far as his play calling, then I don't know what to say to you guys. Listen, it is to the point where you look at this team and just know that we're about to just waste another elite defense. We about to just throw this all away because you want to be stubborn and you want to be the smartest man in the room and you want to continue to stick with Joe Flacco. Look, man, I'm done with Joe. I am done with Joe, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm done with Joe, and I'm gonna let you get your spill on with these guys. I'm done with Joe, not because of the interceptions, not because I feel like you're just past your time, but when you slide short on 3rd and 3, I am done with you. When you can't scramble for 3 yards and you slide 3 yards short on 3rd and 3, dog, I was livid. Like I seen Tom Brady. Matter of fact, forget Tom Brady. I'm gonna talk about who's playing right now. I saw a 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers take off about 15 of them things, bro. He fumbled, but he took off about 15 at 41. And you telling me, Joe, you can't get me 3? You slid 3 yards short on 4th and 3? Dog, I was done. I was done.
Yeah. What does it for me, Flacco, is the game was winnable, and your 3 turnovers cost us 17 points. And I don't understand you, Kevin Stefanski, that yet why couldn't we put him at halftime when the game is still reachable? Like, did he have a guarantee 4 games to be the quarterback of the Cleveland Browns?
It looked like
I
5.
just don't get it. I don't. The only thing that I can say, I hope we make this move going over the water to London or Dublin, wherever we going. But can we please start Gabriel? We just made this transaction. We just gave up a 7th round pick. for Cam Robertson. Hopefully that
Yeah.
helps. You
I
know,
mean, I like him
but
better than Livingston and Lucas. I like
yeah,
him better than them two right now. Like,
thank you. Yeah, thank you.
look, dude, these dudes, so he has scripted plays for the opening drive, and then that's it.
That's
You
it.
have nothing else for me after this opening drive, because that opening drive to me, dude, was perfect. Like,
perfect.
it was a perfect mix and balance of run to pass, and you threw the ball beyond 5 yards.
Yeah.
And then it just went all away. Oh, 3 and out, 4 and out, 5 and out. Man, I think one time they went 2 and out. I think he punted on third one time, dog. It was just like, dog, this offense killed me yesterday, man. Because this is a chance and an opportunity to kind of prove that you're not the team that everybody thinks you are. And going into Detroit, man, y'all had an opportunity, especially with the defense playing the way they look. If you got anything to say to me about the defense giving up them 34 points, then miss me.
I'm with like now.
Miss me.
He's supposed to be a guru, but he's just a boo. He's just a boo. That first drive, I would have ran those plays all the damn time. But at the same time, Kevin, you're not out there playing, so I get that. But the plays are stupid. They don't make sense.
Because the plays are supposed to be designed for those who are out there playing.
Thank you.
Dylan Sampson gets no touches in receiving again. Sampson gets zero looks in the receiving game. And I believe he touched the ball twice in the entire game. Again.
He has to go, J.O. Him and Flacco could go together. I mean, I just don't get it. That's why I really don't have too much to talk about. You're in winning situations. We could have won that game on the road in Detroit, where yet Detroit don't owe us shit, but the Browns do. They owe us better play calling. They owe us a better head coach. It's just too much all the way around on this offense. Defense, I have nothing to say. I'm surprised y'all ain't quit and give up.
Are you kidding me?
But what the problem was to me, J.O., overall, and this is the last thing I have to say about the Cleveland Browns at this point, because I'm not even going to pull out the orange book. But I am going to tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, the urgency. Where you're letting the play clock run down and you're walking to the line,
because
Joe?
the offense was done with Kevin's plays. Did you see David Njoku's body language, bro? He got 2 touches. Like, are you kidding me, dog? And in 6 years, bro, nothing. And we said that, like, y'all gonna stick around for 6 years with Kevin Stefanski and his bull, but you couldn't stick around for Baker. Like, you couldn't stick around to develop. Y'all don't develop nothing. Y'all don't develop coaches. Y'all don't develop players. Y'all don't develop nothing. But y'all develop good players for other teams. That's what y'all do.
That's how we do. Farm team.
Kevin is the problem. Period. I don't care what anyone says. I still hear of people defending this man. If you tell me 2 Coaches of the Year award, you can kiss my ass. If you tell me 2 playoff appearances, you can kiss my ass. When it comes to running offense and putting people in a proper position to be successful, you don't know how to do it.
Again, I was going to say, sorry to cut you off, J.O. again. Those were previous years. We can't go off of what happened in the past. It's about right now. And right now, I'm representing the Guardians. I don't even think I'm going to get up early to watch the Browns game, to be actually honest with you guys.
Thank God to come on at 9 o'clock. Thank God. Like, if you don't get this shit out of the way bright and early, thank goodness. I wish they played all their games overseas at this point. Like, I don't want to be pre-gaming and sitting up here getting excited and watching the pre-game show with Hanford Dixon and them boys, and you come out here and just continue to give me that same offense. Man, give me wake me up. You know what I mean? I'm not a morning person anyway, so I won't be that angry. Like, I'll be able to watch the game in total complete peace. Like, the offense stinks. Like it absolutely stinks. And we can blame a little bit on personnel. I mean, we had drops. Jerry Judy continues to be the lead leader in drops. Like I'm not understanding. Everybody been talking about that. Yeah,
We've been
everybody
saying
been
that
talking
right now
about,
for
go ahead and
weeks.
just switch him out, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, just go ahead and switch him out, man.
Yeah.
Or for me personally, you can switch him out, but just if you want to be cool on my end, get rid of the play calling. Get the playbook. Get the playbook out of his hand.
Yeah.
Point blank. Period.
Yeah.
Get it out. Get it out. Put the offensive coordinator on the field or wherever the fuck you want to keep him and let him do it. Like let this just he cannot continue to call this shit, man.
You
He
can't.
just can't. You called 2 quarterback sneaks. We almost didn't score on the first opening drive because you decided to give Joe Flacco 2 of them, and you got this boy Junkins back here. He should have got all 3, all 4. Like what?
Yeah.
What? Like,
Yeah.
and we're not gonna say it's Kevin. Hey, listen, yeah. Yeah, the last thing I'm gonna say about because we have a guest coming on, and we're gonna get into this guest and have a great ending to this show. If you roll out Joe Flacco in Minnesota, like it looks like it, and he stinks it up, like I think he will. If you come back to the States and there is no quarterback change, it needs to be a coaching change or a play calling change. There has to be some change coming back from London.
Yeah.
Because this, man, that offense stinks. The defense held Jared Goff to 168 passing yards. They held the 2-headed monster to 103 total rushing yards.
Yeah.
And Gibbs had the most with 91.
Right.
Bruh.
I just think we should leave Kevin and Flacco overseas. Nobody's going to miss them.
Yeah.
But their family. I mean,
Sure.
I'm just being totally honest. Raul, I'm not playing into your game. None of that. That's cool and all. But I'm really upset, Raul. So I'm not going to play your game today. But no, seriously, everything that you said is lining up to have this team in successful opportunities, successful positions, and yet we're dropping the bag, JL. I just don't get it, man. And it's actually visual. Like, are y'all losing this on purpose? Is it a conspiracy that y'all want? Ticket sales have already dropped. So are y'all just trying to move everybody over to the Guardians? I don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
No one could. Yeah, I was through. Like I was through. Like I was through. Yeah. I would have. You know what? I'm a knock on wood. I'm gonna take that back because I was about to say some fucked up shit. But like the play when Hutchinson or Hutchinson, wherever his name is, when he stripped the ball from Joe Flacco, he could have teed off on Joe.
Yeah.
You could have teed off on my homie. Put some braces on him. But you just decided to do the right thing and get the ball out of his old ass hands. Like I'm just man.
I'm over it.
So
there's nothing else we could say. Let's hope that we could talk good about them on Monday as well as the Guardians with a 3-0, over to Detroit. Yeah.
Bruh. That shit is just unacceptable.
It is.
And it continues to happen. And that's the problem I'm having, is that it just continues to happen while we watch every other team get better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, look, we're streaming on multiple platforms. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're on Twitch. We're on Instagram. At Instagram, you got to hit the link that's in the bio. At the Jail Show, one word, unedited. On Facebook and YouTube, it's at the Jail Show, one word, unedited. On Twitch, damn it, one word, the Jail Show, unedited. EP, I would it's absolutely free. It is absolutely free. I'm ready for basketball too, Killer. That's for sure. So EP, I want you to kind of set up the guests that we have here coming on. I definitely
Yes,
just
sir.
reached out, so we're ready and queued up. I would like for you to bring this person in if you can, EP.
Okay, so what we do is we talk everything Cleveland. It's just not sports. It's everything Cleveland in a positive way. And this lady is an honor to me. This is my aunt. If you know the late great David Arnold, comedian, this is his mother. Also, she has managed the OJs as well as Teddy Pin That Ass Down. I want
Shit.
y'all to give a round of applause for my aunt Barbara, Barbara Arnold Massey, as she likes to go by. Give it up for her, y'all.
Hey.
Ah, beautiful introduction, Eric. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you
You
so much.
welcome.
Was
Well,
that
how are you feeling?
how am I feeling?
Yes, ma'am.
Today's a great day. Today is a great day, and I've spent the last 3 days at my daughter's house here. My other daughter just came in from down South Alabama, so I spent
Okay.
3 days with them and my grandchildren, and so today I came home. But it's a good day. Thanks for
Absolutely.
asking. Thanks for asking that.
You're welcome. I'm so happy that you were able to do this. I thank you so much for taking some time out to talk
Yeah.
to us. And EP, man, I'm gonna let you get started with this interview, man.
Okay, so one of the things that I want to do is I want to represent this book, ladies and gentlemen. And this book is something so special to me. If you know me as a comedian, y'all know I always brag about David. This book is something so special, and she's going to give you the information on there. But somewhere there's a place for us. J.O., Cleveland.
Yes.
This
Yes.
book, I'm going to tell you guys, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to go to my notes real quick. It took me, I'm Barbara, you can agree. Tell them. It took me 3 weeks to get past page 18 to page 21. It was a
I can
movie.
I can believe that. I can believe that because I'm turning to page 18 now because I have not been able to read the entire book since I've had my copy in my hand.
Yeah.
So, yes, I believe that because it's extremely emotional, particularly if you knew David, and even for people who did not know David that read it, it's extremely emotional. It's raw, it's real. So, I agree with you, Eric. I can understand it could take you that long.
Yeah. And before I get started, let me give everybody a little bit of history that don't know me.
Okay.
To the point of I was adopted into this
Mm.
family. And one of the things that I love is my Aunt Pat. And because of my Aunt Pat, I got to meet my Aunt Barbara. And Aunt Barbara was pretty much out of the scene a little bit. She was hustling, doing her thing. She also managed the OJs as well as Teddy Pin That Ass Down. I'm just trying to let y'all know.
Mr.
So
Turner
at the
Wall.
same
Yeah.
time, I
Poor
grew
Teddy.
up honoring Michael and David. Can you imagine, J.O., as a kid, you 7 years old, they're already 17, 18 years old, and they leaving
Yeah.
you and you sitting in the house crying?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just amazing to know that these people are pinnacles in my life. These are my icons.
Well, speaking to that, Eric, your words were so important when you said, imagine being 8 and looking at an 18-year-old.
Yeah,
We as human beings do not realize how much young people are affected by just being in a room with us.
yeah.
That's a very powerful statement.
Yeah. Well, I'm Barbara, I mean, pulling up in that driveway in Shaker, running up them stairs, hugging that Pat, making a V line up there to the left is Aunt Pat room, Nikki room in the middle. I'm going to Michael's room.
Right.
You know what I mean? It just means so much to me to have you on. I have some questions for you because I could talk to you all day like we on the phone, but this is
Right.
about you right now. And I'm sorry, Jo.
Oh no, please.
What
Yeah.
got you into the management of Teddy Pendergraft and the OJs?
I'm sorry, ask the question again.
How did you get into managing with
Well,
the
you
OJs as well as with Teddy Pendergraft?
okay, As you probably know, Eric, I married one of the OJs.
Yeah, I want you to tell the people.
Okay, there were five OJs originally when they came out of Canton, and then the fifth one when they moved to California, he fell in love and he never came
Mm,
back to Ohio, so that left four.
Mhm.
And they had some marginal successes regionally from 70 from 58 until 72.
Okay.
okay.
And I met Bobby when he was still performing, and he had a taste or desire for writing and producing because that's where the real money is
Okay.
in the music industry. The artist is the last piece of the pie. So Bobby wanted to get all of the pie and write, produce, and perform. So that's the separation that he and Ed and Walt had
Okay.
because they weren't willing to take that gamble. So I married into this group by proxy. And then once Bobby left and started his record company, Ed and Walt became partners with him in the record company.
Okay.
And at that time, I had just had my youngest child, Daviki, so I was a stay-at-home mom, but I had a business background, and Bobby knew that I could bring some expertise into the record company. So I went into the record company to help them with their infrastructure, find a building,
Yeah.
just set up systems for them. And Ed and Walt were so impressed with my business acume that they said, "Oh, we have to have her come to work for us." At the same time that this was happening with the record company, they were leaving their former management and they wanted really to manage themselves, but they could not do that because of the sensitivity of the business. They needed another face.
Okay.
So they called me in
Um,
their office. They made an agreement with me. You do everything we tell you to do, and we'll make you a superstar. And they did.
That's
wow.
wonderful.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
But
sir.
that's
wow.
It's a
but
wild,
that's what
it's a
I say.
wild
Like,
story. It's a wild story, right?
yeah.
For sure.
I
A
mean, but
wild
that's
story, right?
Cleveland. Like, I'm feeling
In
so
con-
much Cleveland right now.
right.
Like that Cleveland hustle. Like, I will never forget. Like, if you don't know my aunt Pat, Jo, and the people that's out here, 1988, the Browns was getting ready to go to the playoffs. She was such a hustler, just like Aunt Barbara, that she would make stuff from doing nails to having her own boutique. That she was making pins like that you put on your shirt for the Cleveland
Yeah.
Brown. And I
Yeah.
went out there and hustled all of them. I came back with $100. She said, "What? You know, Eric, you got to give me some of that money so I can make some more." I said, Pat, it's over."
David has some wonderful Aunt Pat stories, and
Oh
one
my
of the things,
God.
and I just said this to one of my daughters over the weekend. Aunt Pat would always say, if you have on these earrings and someone likes them, or one of my rings, if someone likes that, and they said, "Wow, I love to have that ring," then you immediately say, "How much would you pay for it?" Everything
Right.
is for sale. Everything is for sale.
Everything.
For sure.
Everything.
Everything is for
I
sale.
do that with my Cadillac now, Aunt Barbara. They be like, "Oh, that's nice. How much you want for it?" No, you tell me how much you will pay for it. That way I know if we're in
Exactly.
the range.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Aunt Pat has some phenomenal stories in her trunk box. She has some phenomenal stories. She is an entrepreneur personified.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, if I can ask,
Uh-huh.
so where about in Cleveland did David and you guys grow up at?
David, I raised my children in Beechwood.
Okay.
Beechwood High School. Yeah.
Aunt
Yeah.
Pat, Mikey lived in Shaker.
Shaker.
We lived in Beechwood.
And I'm
Okay.
a Cleveland Heights nigga for life. Yeah, but go
So,
ahead,
so
Aunt
Okay,
what was
Pat.
the neighbor?
okay. Well, por- prior to us moving to Beechwood, we did live in Cleveland Heights.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
And I
we
got a
left
funny
Cleveland Heights.
story about that too, Aunt Barbara, if you don't mind me sharing.
Uh-huh.
See, Michael and David were pretty boys. And I remember that David went to Heights for probably 2 days and got jumped or beat up and he had to go. He was just too pretty. And that's
Oh
what we known
no.
for.
Uh you're
David
so
told
you're
me that
so kind.
story. He said, I went to Heights for a minute. He was like, it didn't work out good.
I know. What I miss so much about my boy, I tell it in my book, is David could just make anything about any ordinary day funny. I don't care what it was. And I
Yeah.
just miss them. I think I make reference in the book, my nothing problems, just a
Mhm.
nothing problem. He would make it hilarious. And that's one of the things I miss the very, very most about. I could have a day and I text him and just say something off the wall, and he would hit me back with something hilarious. I would start laughing, and whatever I was concerned about, it went away. It went away. I think that's one of the things that I miss most about my baby.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
so what would you say would be, I guess, harder? Getting the book ready or like reading the book back once it's all done?
It's probably writing it was very challenging. Took me
Yes,
about
ma'am.
2 years
Yes, ma'am.
because I would write and then I would cry.
Yeah.
I would write and then I would cry. And then because I'm writing my reality, my life, I would I would be faced with some of my own truths that would make me cry. So that's what took so long for the book, to I can hold it in my hand. Now,
Ma'am.
I've only read a few pages. This is my copy. I make notes.
Oh, we lost her. Okay.
I'm I'm just into reading Tammy, my baby daughter Daviki. I read her piece today, and I had a moment because her her piece is so it's conversation between her and David.
Mm.
And I'll read it to you if you don't mind. On
Oh,
Memorial
please.
Day, she says, I text David and I said, what are you throwing on the grill? And he replied, nothing at all. I am resting because I have to go on tour. And I replied, you light the fire and I'll bring the food. And his response to me was, Daviki, we ain't grilling shit. And that is so David. That is so
It is.
David. That's
It
so
is.
David. I just wait. And then she goes on to say, and 2 hours later, he calls me from the grocery store asking me what did I want him to pick up. And her response to him was, thank you for being compliant. To which he responded, shut your hole. That was so David
That's
that
him.
after I read that today, I broke down. I had a moment. I had a moment. So
Well, my
I
moment.
can't answer that.
Go ahead, Aunt Barbara.
No, I was gonna say I can't answer that question yet. I don't know if it was harder writing it or reading it. I don't because I haven't read it yet.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
We'll
understandable.
Thank you.
circle back around in a few months, and I'll be
No
able to
problem.
answer
Thank
that.
you.
I'll be able to answer that. What were you gonna say, Eric?
I was gonna say my another piece that touched me real hard because I read the whole book,
Uh huh.
and two things to the cousins by Nikki. It explained it for all of us that are family members of David A. Arnold.
Yes.
My next one is I don't know where you came up with this title for this chapter, but I never heard of you either.
Either.
Yeah,
You know what
raising
that?
a legend.
You know what that is? You know what that is? You may not have ever seen David do this bit on stage. I saw him do it in Chicago,
Okay,
maybe 2011. I was in Chicago working. He was in Chicago performing. We just happened to be there at the same time.
right,
So after I finished my business, I met him at the comedy club. Of course, I got there early. He did too. And when he went on stage, one of the first things he said was, I've been sitting here waiting for you guys since 2 o'clock. I don't have no job. But I've been just sitting here waiting for you. And he goes, I've never heard of you either. So we gonna see how this goes.
goes. Yeah.
Pandemanium, the audience went crazy. David said, I don't know who the fuck you are. Excuse me.
No, you can cuss on here,
Yeah,
Aunt
it's okay.
Barbara.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know
you're
who the
okay.
I don't know who the
Yeah.
fuck you are, and you don't know me either. So
But
let's
that's
see how
him
this
though.
shit.
Yeah.
Let's see how. So he went on and used that bit throughout his career, I never heard of you either. And that's what it means because, many times David knew when he was on a show, often not the headliner, he knew, especially before social media became so huge, he knew people did not know him. But the one thing he did know, if you sat down in front of him
You will
and
know.
listened to him, you were going to know him and love him. And all he wanted was the chance to let you sit down in front of him. So that became a part of his routine. I never heard of you either.
So
And
let me piggyback on that.
okay.
And the reason I want to piggyback on that because one of my best stories from David was he had this saying that he would tell us in the family. It was keep going.
Yep.
And one of the things that he said, Jo, and to the listeners, followers out there, make sure you subscribe. This is absolutely free. But he was on a major tour as a feature.
Hmm.
And I had called him one day and I was like, man, this guy just kicked me off of this show, this tour, blah, blah, blah. We're the All Ohio Kings of Comedy, or all this and all that. He said, first of all, Eric, you're not a king of comedy. Second
Yeah.
of all, let me tell you, and Jo, he had no time. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, this is one of the busiest people. Eric, I'm busy. I will call you back. And
Yes.
this, he's
Yes.
3 hours different. He's in
Yes.
Yeah.
California.
Okay.
He said, let me tell you something. I was on the show with me, Joe Torre, and a headliner. I will not tell you his name, just in case you ever come across him. I was kicked off the tour. I said, why? He said, because I was funnier than the headliner. And I was so pissed that I wanted to fight. We Cleveland niggas. You know we prideful for our shit.
Yeah,
Right. Right.
That they kicked him off the tour.
that's
And he
insane.
knew right then he had to keep going. So,
Yep.
ladies and gentlemen, I know we're doing this interview with Aunt Barbara, but we like to always say, what JL love wins. Keep
Love
going.
wins.
Oh,
Keep
keep
going.
going.
Absolutely.
Okay. Oh,
He
keep
got
going.
kicked off. It took Joe Torre to calm him down, to tell him, David, you doing it. Go. It's time.
Yeah.
And that's where it all because he like his story is amazing. And like that's why I said raising a legend. And it means so much. I'm probably getting emotional right now. But this man was a nurse,
Yes.
quit his
Yes.
job to go to California to be homeless. He was so determined. He used
Yeah.
to go to high managers in the game and tell them one day you are going to manage me.
For sure.
And he ended up with one of the
Doing it.
best managers in the business, Dave Becky. You are exact. But Eric, I don't know if you noticed, but all of the chapters are titled after David's cloakisms, with the exception of the first one, which is the introduction. David, there's a place for us, and
Yeah.
which is the name of the book. Somewhere there's a
Right.
place for us. When David was a baby, I had him out of wedlock, so it was just me and my baby, and I always loved music. I loved the Barbra Streisand song, Somewhere There's a Place for Us. And I wrote that in his baby book.
Mhm.
Somewhere there's a place for us. This is me, an unwed 18-year-old mother, telling her newborn baby, we'll find a place for us. I know we're not traditional mother, father, but mommy will find a place for us. That's the reason for the title of the book. That's the first chapter. The second chapter is called Credits Bitches.
Mhm.
Now,
Yeah.
I'm sure what you may have seen years ago before he used to do these things called the rant, where he would say life with Dave, and then at the end he would have a roll of toilet paper that he showed, what written by, produced by David A. Arnold. That was
Mhm.
his credits, bitches. So the second chapter is called Credits, bitches. The third chapter is the Goddamn Gang.
Mhm.
Goddamn was one of his. That's my ringtone on
God
my
damn.
Yeah, that's my ringtone on my phone. I was
Yeah,
just able to execute it about 3 months ago because I could not hear his voice. And that one was named after his fans, and I call it the Goddamn Gang. And then chapter 4 is I Never Heard of You Either. Number 5 is Get Your Mind Right, because that's what David would always say when he was in the house with Julie, or if he was saying something to me. He said, Mama, get your mind right. Anna Grace, get your mind right because this is going to go down. Get your mind right because this
yeah.
is how it's happening. So that chapter was named for that. And then number 6 is Pace Yourself. That was the name of his next Netflix special.
Comedy show. Yeah, comedy special. Yeah,
Pace Yourself.
yeah.
That he started, he dropped Ain't for the Week in January,
Yeah.
and by March he was doing Pace Yourself.
Yeah.
So
And I
I
want to say
tried
this
to
real quick. Go ahead, I'm Barbara. I'm
no, just
sorry.
I tried to name all of the chapters something that perhaps the readers could relate to. That was my thought process in naming these chapters.
For
Well,
sure.
shout out to Uncle Eddie too for getting you pregnant at 18, because we would have never had him. But clap that up, Jo.
Well,
Shout out
Yeah,
to
for
well,
Uncle
sure.
you
Eddie.
know, you know what?
Uh, the
Listen.
reason I
That
bring that up is
uh
because you made a good point with bringing up the titles. I will never forget when David would be in town, because he would tell me, Eric, I'm going to get you on, but
huh.
I can't, I don't have all the power that you think I
Yes,
do. I can't
yes,
just because I'm your friend. Two
yes,
things he
and
told me: you never have best friends in this game, and if you do, you got a small circle. That was Chris
yes,
Spencer. If you don't know who Chris Spencer is, that's out of the movie Don't Be a Menace. Excuse me, can you please tap that white girl over there, that milk of magnesia?
Oh
That's
yeah,
Chris
yeah, yeah.
Spencer.
Okay.
That was his best friend, Rodney Perry, and out of them all is Kim Whitley. And
Okay.
yes,
everybody knows she's Shaker Heights as well.
For
But
sure.
we were backstage one day, ladies and gentlemen, followers out there, the JL Show Unedited, and him and Julie were having this conversation before he goes on stage. And Uncle Eddie was there. We was in Dayton Funny Bone. I'll never forget this. And David's out there, him and Julie talking about how they remodeling this kitchen.
right.
And she's like, I want to go ahead and get a swing set in here, David. I want to do this. And David, this is going to be done. And the people are saying this and this and this. He's handling business where he still has to handle. We have to go on. Well, I had to go on within 5 or 10 minutes. And I said to him, David, marriage is not for the weak. I'm weak as fuck. That's why I'm single. And he said, Eric, what you say? And he just wrote it down. Few months later, because I always used to ask, how you come up with fat ballerina? Like, what is that? That it's funny, but it don't make sense.
Yeah.
And he just said, Eric, you are too much like me and Michael. You are either an asshole, but you're too funny. And that's where Uncle Eddie was there. He'll tell you, I'm Barbara. He loved my set. And he was like, David, you got something. So what happened is the death of him hurts me so much, Aunt Barbara knows, because my transition was to move to California after my daughter graduated from high school. And that just taught me I had to put more faith in God than I could in man, because you never know what could happen.
So
But
you were
that's
planning.
one of
You
my
were
favorite moments right there, is when, just him telling us keep going,
Yeah.
that
and
right,
as
and
well
like you
as
say, you had. But I want to just make a sidebar note here. It's getting dark in here. Let me come over. Hold on a second. I want to make a sidebar here when you talked about. Wait 1 second. Let me
we'll
get
turn
ready.
the light on, Aunt Barbara.
No,
Yeah.
no, 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 no. No, I'm gonna open my blinds. That'll do it.
Okay, because you
Um,
know what David would say to you right now. Mama, get what?
get your shit together. That's what he was saying. But speaking of, like you say, being thrown off of a show, I did a concert once with Luther Vandross because my husband went into producing shows as well as writing and producing music. So we were doing a concert here in Cleveland at the Cleveland Berkeley
Okay.
Airport. And Luther was on the show. I know the Whispers were on the show, and I think El DeBarge, right?
Wow.
And so Luther was so he was a piece of work. He was a piece of work, but he was a piece of work, and
As a
he
diva, I'm Barb,
Right,
or
not
yes,
Luther.
okay,
yes,
What?
all right.
yes, yes,
Luther
yes.
Diva,
You
bro.
yes, you had to, that on an outdoor fest like that, you had trailers. You had to, and his trailer was maybe not half a block, but he couldn't walk from half a block to the hangar. We
Mhm.
had to get the limo back there to get
Mm,
him in there.
yeah.
And we had an opening act that was powerful, and he insisted that we don't have that act on right before him. So that will
Wow,
happen in any industry.
Wow.
If you are better, you will be told,
you got to dumb it down.
That's
right.
insane. Wow.
So that, and that's not just in the comedy, that's straight across the board in
Yeah.
all industries. Yeah. Yeah.
And like I said, I didn't fall in love with comedy until 2004 to Aunt Pat, like, David's in Atlanta. And I'm like, David's in Atlanta doing what? She's like, he's been doing comedy. And then he took the level of comedy to California, made his career, and then he started a program, Jo, that was like an academy for comics to where what was AOC,
It's
A,
called the art of
or
stand up comedy.
comedy, yeah,
And when David
AOSC,
passed, yeah, when
yeah,
David passed, he had the largest comedy class in LA.
yeah,
Never advertised it. He would take maybe 20 students at the most because he wanted to do a lot of one-on-one with the students.
right.
Always a waiting list, 300.
Yeah.
And then as his stand-up started expanding, he no longer had 6 weeks off in LA where he could do week
Do
to week to
teaching,
week for
yeah.
yeah, for the show. But everyone that has taken his class,
So
what
we
they and
used to
I
get in arguments over that, me and him.
really
I'll
his
be like,
class,
David, just put me on in the class and just mold me. Eric, I'm already gonna put you in the class. Get your ass here, or
Yeah.
right,
get online. Get
right,
Yeah.
online. You can do
right,
it two
because
ways. But I'm
right,
not gonna just baby you through this. You have to want it. And he
For
used to
sure.
tell me,
Yeah.
we used to
Yeah.
argue. Our paths may not be the same. Like I told
yes,
him, I got you. I don't have to go homeless in California. So a lot of things that he never just made it seem like you had a gateway. You had to work. And
right,
the
oh yes,
seeded comics
right,
that is out today had came through his school. So I'm Barbara,
yes,
what I want to do right now is how are we going to expand this legacy for him? Is
well,
there going to be a
well,
movie? Is there, we're going to do tours? What are we going to do to get this
this
so it
is
never
what my
just dies out?
this is what my family and I have been putting in place over these last 3 years, which have been very difficult. In fact, the third anniversary was September 7th, and
Seven. Yeah,
this was the worst one for me. I
yeah,
don't know why, but it was worse.
yeah.
Worse than the first and the second and third. But in addition to the book to tell his story, we have created a foundation. Lena Waite is the honorary chairperson of this foundation. It's called Pulling the Wagon. And we created that because we thought it just represented so much what David always wanted to do, which is to reach back and help other comedians because no one helped him. So that's how and this foundation will cover a gamut of things from increasing your health and wellness awareness because David was a big believer in taking care of your body. We will teach we would like to continue teaching his comedy class. We would also like to be able to support struggling comedians. I have it in my mind, in my ideal world, Eric, you, a Rodney Perry, a Lunell, Gary Owen, D.L. Hughley, whoever the comedians who have made it, so to speak, as they're moving around, because most national comedians will use a local comedian when they're headlining. If you have a comedian that's really good and he's struggling because he didn't get but $25, right?
Yeah.
I want my comedians who are part of the foundation to go in their pocket and here's $500 for David Arnold. That's
Absolutely.
the
That's a
level
beautiful
that
thing.
I want to. That's the level that I want to really reach down into the everyday comedian who is struggling because it's a hard game. It's not an
Yeah.
easy game. That's not so. That's the foundation that's already in place. I now am wanting to turn the book into a movie.
Yeah.
Kim has agreed to play me,
Mhm.
Okay.
and I had a conversation about 5 days ago with Al B. Sure. I did not know, I had forgotten that David and Al B. Sure hosted that TV show on BET called Black Man Revealed.
Right.
I
Oh,
had
okay.
forgotten all about that show. And David got fired from that show
Yeah.
because the producers told him they ran it for a year. The producers told David and Al that they didn't look like the typical black man. Maybe they were too good looking. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I'm Barbara. I'm kind of salty because I thought you would have me play David. And
Well,
you know, he brought all of them
Eric,
called me Little David, especially
Eric,
Rocky
Eric,
Beer and
Eric,
Kim.
Eric, 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 wait a minute. Now, this is a lesson in training for you. Right now, whose name has more clout, yours or Albie Shore?
Well, ain't nobody heard of I'll be sure I'm Barbara since '88. You know what I mean?
But
I mean, just
he-
tell me I don't look good enough, Aunt Barbara.
no,
That's all.
let me say this to you. The way I envision the story, there will be several people
Yeah,
that
I
will
get it.
probably
I'm
play
just
David.
talking shit.
I
I'm
know,
sorry.
but I no, it's
That's
okay.
beautiful.
I'm not offended. There may because I thought about that too. I said Al's really not funny. He's really not funny, but I need the machine that Al has behind him. I'm smart. I know what I'm doing. I
I
Okay.
need
never
Al's.
said you
I
didn't.
need.
Okay.
I know. I need Al's. Joe said it. I need Al's machine, right? So, but there may be several because I wanted to do the store, the movie, just like the book, from a little
Yeah,
kid up, all the way up
right,
until
right.
him becoming the superstar that he became. I want to do it like that. So
Yeah.
don't get into your feelings too deeply,
No, I'm
Eric.
not.
Give me a
We
minute.
already got
Give,
over that when I wasn't on the tribute show and all that.
uh,
So we are. So we ain't gonna go there.
right,
Yeah.
don't go
Hey,
there.
Lilio,
Yeah.
let me get this out, everybody. So yeah, we're streaming on multiple platforms. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitch, we're on Instagram. At
And I
Instagram,
just heard I just heard about Twitch today from my daughter, but go
shit.
ahead.
At Instagram, you gotta hit the link that's in the bio at the jail show one word edited. On Facebook and YouTube is at the jail show one word unedited. And on Twitch, one word, the jail show unedited. Last thing before we transition to what we like to do called Gotta Pick Ones, and I want you to stay around for that.
Uh-huh.
So how can people get the book?
The book is available on Amazon. Just go
Okay.
to Amazon, type in David A. Arnold book. Somewhere there's a place for us, and a link will come right up for the book. I am planning to do a few more book signings. I had one here in Cleveland because this is my home, but I'm now trying to schedule one for Atlanta, LA, and they want me in the Washington, D.C. area and North Carolina.
And
Beautiful.
I even paid for the book. You know what I mean? It's not an expensive book, ladies and
It's
gentlemen.
not. It's
It's
not.
not.
It's only $25, and some of the proceeds from the book will go to fund the foundation. It ain't
Yeah.
for the weak. I want to do a major golf tournament. I mean, I want the foundation to be up there with the Steve Harvey's foundations, with
Yes, ma'am.
whoever is out there doing charity work through their foundation. That's my vision, and I've got to bring my children along because I need their young energy. I can have the ideas, but I need you, Eric. I need I need the energy of young people. I can tell you what to do, but I need young people to be on board with me.
And that's why you here today, Aunt Barbara. Thank you.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
I so much appreciate this has been an honor. This has been a truly honor. This is I've got three other podcasts that I have to schedule.
Yeah.
This is my very first one.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was good. Thank you so much.
You see, I asked you, Eric, is this audio or do I need to be camera ready?
Hey, we
Yeah.
already know. Stay ready.
All right, so
Oh,
Aunt Barbara, we do this thing on here called Gotta Pick Ones. And
okay.
I throw out a couple things and you just gotta pick one of them. Okay. Simple enough. So without further ado, everybody, let's get
Wait,
into this.
JL, before you go on, Aunt Barbara, when you hear the music, your shoulder has to roll, okay? If your shoulder don't roll, you are a hater, okay? Did you hear me?
For some reason, the volume is distorted. I don't know what happened. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, but you're getting fuzzy.
Yeah, you're getting fuzzy.
I got a buzz. I don't know where that's coming from.
Okay.
Yeah, you're distorted. Is my voice distorted?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we don't know whose phone that's from. I don't know because I didn't change anything.
Okay.
Let's see something here.
You want to try it and see?
You're okay. It may go back. She'll come back in. Go ahead, JL. I'm sorry.
Hold on, I want to see something.
I don't know. What. Okay. Now I don't know what made me jump off.
Oh yeah, I jumped you off to see if I can kind of do some on my end.
Oh. It's still distorted.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
You
is.
can hear it.
Is it distorted on your end, Eric, too?
No, it's just on your end.
Just on my end?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Oh, wow. You think maybe if I go out and come back in?
I think she's asking, should she go out?
Okay, yeah. Yeah. I'll send you another link. I'm gonna send you another link real quick.
Let me go and come back in.
Okay.
Yeah. So EP, dude, that was an absolute honor. Like that. I mean, when you talking about raw and unedited and right to now and straight to the point, I can only imagine. You know what I mean? Having to put everything in here in a book, and especially when it's concerning your child, and
JO, it took me 2 weeks. She like, here, did you read the book? I said, I can't get past 18 to 21.
yeah.
And like I said, we are all, Cleveland is something special. And we are all a family. So to be able to bring my family to you guys, as well as your mom, a famous dancer, we have the talent here. Loves win. You know what I mean? And are you there, Aunt Barbara? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm back, but it's still distorted on my.
Yeah, it's still distorted a little bit. That's okay. It may not come out that way. I mean, we had it before where it doesn't. Sometimes it does.
But when I went off, did it clear up?
Yeah.
So it must be me, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm thinking it's on your end.
I have no idea. I'll play the game the next time. How about that?
Okay.
All right.
Well, again, thank you so much.
You know where to get the book?
On Amazon.
Amazon.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being on. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Just stay on. I wanted her to stay on just so she could hear her. But go ahead, JR. If she had to go, she had to go.
Yeah, it kind of threw a wrench in my gotta pick ones, but
yeah, mine too.
Yeah, let's let's just figure it out.
Bring her back because she could still type it in or something.
Well, she gotta come back in. She left off. She gotta come back in.
That's okay. Yeah. That's okay. Let's keep the show rolling. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it's all good. Oh, let's see here. Well, let's get into these gotta pick ones, man. See what happens. Hey. All right, so who wins in a tag team wrestling match? Ike and Tina or Rick James and Tina Marie?
You gotta bring Aunt Barbara back on.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, come on, man.
I'm going with Ike and Tina.
Yeah, I'm going with Ike and Tina too. They tough.
I mean,
Rick James,
Ike and Tina, if they could fight each other, they could whip everybody else's ass.
I don't know, but Rick James and Miss Marie, boy, they.
Yeah, but Tina Marie, I don't see Tina getting down like that. I mean, I do, but I don't. I can see Rick James beating up Ike, but I really don't see her fucking with Tina Turner. I really just don't.
I definitely see Rick James tear Ike up. Like I
Yeah,
don't know why. Like Rick James
yeah.
on bull. Hey, look, he on bullshit. Hey, that is funny. Like I said, yeah, this gonna throw a wrench in my gotta pick ones, but we're gonna get through them anyway, man. On to the next
That's
one.
funny, Dale. That's funny.
hey. All right, so bring one back. Gerald Levert or Marvin Gaye.
I'm all Cleveland, so I gotta bring Gerald Levert back. I mean,
Yeah,
nothing against Marvin Gaye, but I don't think even as a kid I really know too many Marvin Gaye songs.
yeah, that was
But
my angle.
Gerald Levert, I pretty much know them all. You know,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that was my angle. Like, I grew up with. I mean, I ain't gonna say I grew up, but I grew up hearing and listening more of Gerald Levert than Marvin Gaye. But again,
Yeah.
I was hoping she can give me another take on that shit. On to the next one. We're gonna get through these, y'all. Hey. All right, so it's two shows. You can only see one. Who you going to see? Al Green or Teddy P?
I don't know. I kind of like Al Green, man. I
Man,
mean,
I'm
Teddy
messing with
been
Reverend
that
Al,
ass
boy.
down. He only had a couple of tracks for me, so I'm going with Al.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
going
because you
Reverend
don't
Al.
know, you can get gospel Al, you can get the love baby
You feel me?
Al.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Al
I'm
gonna put
going
on a
with Al.
complete show and probably plastic collection plate. So yeah, I bet. I'm going with Al Green too, man.
Yeah.
On to the next one. Hey, hey. So yeah, this was more a question for her. So like, who would you do a song with? The Isley Brothers or the Commodores?
I don't want to answer for her, but for me, I'm going with the Commodores.
Yeah,
You
they
know,
were
that's a bunch of light skinned niggas in that
they
group.
were funky, boy.
It's a
Yeah,
bunch of light skinned niggas in that group. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. They were
I'm,
still funky with it though.
yeah,
Like, yeah. Yeah, I'm going Commodores too.
Lionel
Definitely,
Richie.
definitely had a lot of Commodores in my house. My mama was a big Commodores fan, so definitely
Yeah.
got that love. Yeah, that's crazy. Last one for me, man. On to the next one. Hey, hey. I threw a Browns one in there. What was worse? And this was another question for her because we asked this before, but the drive or the fumble.
I didn't hear you.
Said,
The drive or the fumble?
what was worse, the drive or the fumble?
Me personally, that's a touching spot in my heart. It's going to have to be because they were back to back. And I remember my dad was going to get an RV, and me and another gentleman and his son, we were going to go to Florida for the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
And it was the fumble at
yeah,
the goal line, man.
yeah.
Right at the goal. I didn't say we were going to the Super Bowl. We were going down there in an RV to
For sure,
tailgate and all
we're gonna
that.
be in the
Yeah.
vicinity of the Super Bowl. Yeah,
Yeah.
because the whole city's gonna be festive. So like, yeah,
Yeah.
man,
It was
dude.
the fumble. What about you?
It was the fumble as well. Like my
Yeah.
mom, she used to throw huge Browns parties. I mean,
Yeah.
all out, man. Browns, cake, cookies, biscuits, like cookies shaped in biscuits and
Yeah.
pizza. I mean, she barbecue. She went all out, and yeah, that the fumble happened, and my mom was no longer a Browns fan after that. I mean, she told like she was just tearing shit down, like
Yeah.
I'm through, I'm through, like, and went to the
Yeah.
Green Bay Packers, and it was devastating to watch my mom not be a Browns fan anymore because when the Browns would play and my mom would just know they about to lose, she would just come in my room like, you know they about to lose. I'm like, man, get out of my room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then the Packers win the Super Bowl. She like, yeah, see?
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh yeah. So
And that's what made me
definitely the drive.
that's what made me hate Denver so much that I end up when the Browns left, I went with Denver. Like just because it had the BRO in there, like, okay, this is and they used to
Right.
whip our ass. So
Yeah.
join.
And that drive though, that drive was impressive. Like the fumble hurt because it was in our hands. It was in our control. And again,
Right.
our defense was good enough, and you thought
Stop!
98 yards was tough. And
Yeah.
John Easy was just like, man, easy like a Sunday morning, bro. And but yeah, the fumble, You were right there, Ernest. Like,
Yeah.
you were right there. And I know that shit haunts me. That gotta be a tough one to deal with for like life. Like you,
Yeah.
as a sports person, as an athlete, you'll never forget those moments. Like when you fell short. Like
And
it's easy to
just to believe and just to think, like I tell people this all the time. You have to love life if you grew up in Cleveland from the 70s to now. You
Yeah.
have seen LeBron, you have seen the drive, you have seen the fumble, you have just seen the Guardians make history. Like these are some monumental moments
Yeah.
that you won't
Yeah.
get in any other city. You just don't. So I get what you're saying, Jo. The drive was what it was for me, but Cleveland was rocking in the 80s when it came to
Are
this
you
team.
kidding me? Yeah. Are you
I
kidding
mean,
me?
you couldn't drive by anybody's front yard without seeing something Cleveland Brown, a cutout dog bone, people, just the
Yeah.
fact of how the Cleveland Browns adapted the dog pound. Like,
You know,
who makes up their own shit? The team is a brownie, a elk, and you
winning to
turned
do
it
that.
to a dog. Yeah,
Yeah. When you're winning, the
yeah.
shit you get
I got
creative when
something
you're
for you,
winning.
Jimmy Haslam, in the orange book. Make this new stadium look like a kennel. Put
Shit.
put 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 it like a kennel over there by the dog pound. Let them run up out of the cages. Let's do something sweet. But first, let's win and get rid of Kevin Stefanski.
Man, yeah. That's crazy. You said you had a couple, or do you want to just scratch them?
I didn't hear you.
You want to scratch your gotta pick ones, or what you want to do with it?
I didn't have one. I didn't have none at all. Mine was pretty much the same.
Yeah,
Kind of more or less some 70 music, but
for sure. Yeah,
it's all good. I enjoyed the moment. I enjoyed
man.
you for
Great
letting us
interview, man. That was a
come
great interview. That was an
I
absolute
want to
great
thank her
interview.
again. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm honored. I was definitely honored to have her on, and for her to share the stories the way she told them. Like, you know what I mean? It made you feel like you were, you know what I mean, like you were there. So like, I definitely appreciate her energy and everything. That was pretty dope, and we gotta get her back on because we're gonna get through these gotta pick ones. Damn it, that's what we're gonna do.
We could bring her on Friday, just at the last moment. Forgot to pick one, whatever we have.
That's for sure. Well, look, that was another version of gotta pick one. Hey, hey. Well, look, EP man. Again, I can't stress enough to those that watch all the way through. I cannot stress enough how thankful we are for you guys. Those that tune in, that leave your comments, man, that checks in on us. Can't thank you guys enough. It's nice to know that you guys look forward to this shit, and we're able to provide. Rather you're going through something or not, you know what I mean? We pull ourselves up and we get ready for this show to put on the show for you guys. And just thank you, man. Continue to show that love. I guarantee the love you show will be shown right back. And just know we are on multiple platforms. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitch, we're on Instagram. You know the tag, man. On Instagram, hit that link that's in the bio at the Jail Show, one word unedited. On Facebook and YouTube, at the Jail Show, one word unedited. On Twitch, one word unedited. It is absolutely free to like, share, and subscribe, and leave your comments, man. That's all I got, man. What you got, EP?
I just want to let y'all know, love wins, love and light. Stay positive, no matter what the negative shit is. There's always something positive at the end of it. So just keep your faith in God, keep your faith in yourself and beliefs. Me and Jo ain't giving up. It could be anything, long as it's not detrimental to our life. We're gonna be here for you guys, and we're gonna be here on every Monday and Friday, and we might even have some pop-ups. So just tune in, like, subscribe, and share. That's all we ask. It's something so simple, And please watch it back. I'm gonna play it back, and we gonna share it, and we gonna keep this thing rolling. Jo, I love you, bro. Thank you for having me as your co-host. Thank you for letting me bring my family. Thank you for everything that we doing, and we got much more to come. That's all I gotta say.
Well said, my brother. I couldn't say it better myself, man. But look, this is the Jail Show Unedited. I'm your boy Jo. That's your boy EP. Like you said, man, every Monday, every Friday, 6 p.m.
Welcome to the JO Show.
All the places I just told y'all. Read the ticker. I keep saying it. It's absolutely free. But if you hear this and you see this and your shoulders don't roll, you are absolutely a hater. You're a hater. So get your doggone shoulder roll.
Thumbs up or thumbs down, handle yours. Cause the topics I discuss opens doors, like open pores. My mission have you wanting more, and this is for people all across the board. So if you're sick of the same old statistics, from talking heads with their old style of logistics, I suggest that you just let go and give a listen to the J.O. Show.
Yep, and then that shoulder. Hey, your shoulder don't roll when you see this. Your shoulder don't roll when you hear this. You are a hater. You are a hater. Now go ahead and watch this back. Share it. Tell somebody else to watch it. Tell somebody to subscribe. It's absolutely free.
It's free.
Absolutely.
Cleveland, let's go, Guardians. Let's go tomorrow, 1 p.m. I might keep work tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I got an interview, so I'm going to try to catch that joint. Go Guardians, man. We out of here, y'all. We talking too much. Bye.